Hi, this is Brooke with Studio Beep, and today is our Halloween Haunted Special Edition. Today, we're going to talk witches. I bet a lot of people are going to be witches for Halloween. When I was 4, I was a wicked witch. Want to see? So, what do you know about witches? Oh, what was that? Oh, no. I'm not talking about fairy tale witches. I'm talking about real witches. These witches are possibly impossible to find. They're hidden among us. It could be the lady at the grocery store, your next door neighbor, your babysitter, and even, maybe, your teacher who is reading the parts of the witches. I'm not talking about these fairy tale witches that have black pointy hats and big long dresses and that ride on broomsticks either. No. I'm talking about real witches. Real ones. Sorry, I sort of scared myself in there. I needed to get back to my non-scary little setting. My room. Witches were much nicer when I was 4, and I was a wicked witch for Halloween. I thought I knew everything about wicked witches. I knew 5 things. 1, they had adorable green skin. 2, they had a big pointy hat. 3, they had a big long dress, which was very attractive and beautiful to me. They had a tiny bump on their nose, and they rode on broomsticks, and I loved sweeping. And on my little pinky finger, I knew that they had magic, so they would be able to win any game. When I was a wicked witch for Halloween, that is when I learned my lesson.
Wicked witch, come here. I gotta ask you some questions. Why do you look so sad, wicked witch?
Because there's so many other people that look more prettier, and I'm too wicked, and I'm scared. I'll scare the little children.
Oh, you're a little too wicked?
Yeah.
I was just too wicked. But now I know about real witches. Roald Dahl has taught me it all in the witches. I was first introduced to this book when in 2nd grade, my teacher told me it would be a good book for me. My mom didn't know if it was going to be too scary for me. And you know what? It was scary. And funny. And crazy. And hilarious. And I love this book. It is just a great book. Definitely one of my favorites. The Witches by Roald Dahl. This book had me hooked up from page 1, paragraph 1. This has crazy, funny, scary, spooky details about witches, making you think that there could be a witch around any corner. They had a bunch of crazy details about witches, especially their motto. 1 child a week is 52 a year. Squish them, squiggle them, and make them disappear. These witches, real witches, love children. That's you, that's me, that's all the little children, from the USA to Antarctica. This is a book of real witches. Right off the bat, it tells you how to spot a witch. There are a lot of things you need to know to be able to spot a witch. And you have to know how to spot one because they do not like children. They're trying to get everyone to turn to mice. They have an important meeting each year. During the meeting, they take off their wigs, take off their shoes, and they do not have any toes. And they take off their gloves. They have not fingernails, but rather claws, like a cat's. They are almost the masters of disguise. It's almost impossible to find one. So that's why it's very important to be able to spot one, because they're trying to make them all disappear. If you are ready for a little bit of spook, a lot of funny, some craziness, and a little tiny bit of witch fantasy, you're in for a real treat. From Roald Dahl, here comes the witches. I give this book 4 very oozy, Halloween, spooky beats. It would have been 5, but I didn't like the ending. No, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it. I just didn't like the ending, so I'm not going to spoil it. I seriously love this book. I read it while I was eating. I read it at school. I read it on the playground. I read it while swinging. I read it while I should have been doing my homework. Anyways, I love this book. Comment below if you like witches or if you are going to be a witch for Halloween. And see you next time on Studio Beat.